Just because somebody else has been through pain and suffering worse than you does not mean that your pain and your suffering is invalid or doesn't count. I don't understand why, and I don't know where this came from, but we have this pain measuring contest that says your pain is only valid if it looks like this, sounds like this, and comes from this circumstance. And this notion, I sincerely believe, is one of the biggest things that keeps so many people trapped in their pain, trapped in their suffering, and putting pain and suffering onto other people. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bianca. I'm a licensed mental health counselor who specializes in cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm also the co-founder and the co-host of the Evolve Ventures business and the Evolve Ventures podcast. And one of the biggest things that I've seen in my therapy practice, and one of the biggest things that we get told at Evolve, is that my pain wasn't that bad. Why am I this upset about it? I'm just being dramatic. It's, I shouldn't feel this way. I didn't go through anything. Other people have it worse. And people try to use those justifications and those invalidations, because what you're doing by doing that is completely invalidating yourself, to guilt and shame themselves for feeling as bad as they are. We're guilting and shaming ourselves for having feelings. We're guilting and shaming ourselves for suffering. And what does that do? It makes the suffering worse. It makes the pain worse. It makes us so deeply wrapped and bound in shame that we never actually talk about it, and we never get any sort of resolution from it. We never get any healing from it. And that leads to us being even more hurt and even more bound in shame and even more self-loathing. And what do you think you're going to do if you're living life, walking through this earth, berating yourself and shaming yourself and being critical of yourself? You're likely to put that unconsciously onto other people. When you hear someone else suffering and that part of you can't empathize with another person because you don't give yourself empathy, we're likely to judge them, to say, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it's okay. Oh, well, this person went through this, so you can get through it too. All that does is cause more and more and more invalidation. And it's why the phrase hurt people is so valid and is so accurate, because you cannot shame yourself for your pain and expect yourself to be able to have love and compassion for other people. Maybe you can logically and maybe you can on the surface, but it'll get to a point where those core beliefs and those inner narratives will start causing you to judge and to shame and to berate other people. I heard this quote, I think it was by Abraham Hicks. She said, "You cannot get sick enough to make somebody else well." We think that if we deny our pain, or if, our pain finally reaches a certain level, that it'll make other people's pain okay. That it's only justifiable if our pain is up here to match the suffering of other people. Why do we do that? Think about it for you, for the person watching this video right now. Why do you feel as though your pain and suffering isn't valid? Why do you feel as though your pain and your hurt doesn't matter? It's likely because another person who is denying their own pain and suffering put that message onto you that other people have it worse, so don't complain. And that person probably heard that message too. So for anyone watching this, for anyone who knows that they struggle with this, for anyone who struggles giving themselves compassion and empathy for the pain and the hurt and the suffering and the challenge that they experience, my deepest suggestion to you, and this is what I have clients do, is when you notice that thought, I want you to write it down. And then what I want you to ask yourself is, who in my life told me this message? Who convinced me that it was true, that my suffering and my pain is not valid, is not justifiable? Why did they say that? Were they denying their own hurt? And does that mean that I should deny my own hurt too? I've had clients radically be able to transform their lives because when they gave themselves the permission to feel what they were feeling without guilt, without blame, without shame, just acceptance, they were then able to go on to the next step, which was self-forgiveness and healing, and then being able to help other people. Hurt people cannot help people. We unconsciously put our hurts onto other people when we are hurting. And so the greatest thing that you can do if you are somebody who is hurting and wants to eventually do good in this world is get yourself well enough to be able to help another person. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, that's selfish. But think about it. If I was really unwell, I would not be able to sit here and do this video. The only reason that I'm able to be the effective therapist and speaker and mentor and coach and human being that I am is because I take care of me. And when I am taken care of, when I allow myself to believe that I am a human being worth being taken care of, I'm capable of helping other people too. And the thing is, the people who believe that they are deserving of taking care of themselves are also the people who get taken care of by other people. The people who sincerely believe that they are worthy of love, they are worthy of belonging, they are worthy of the beautiful things that life has to offer are usually the people that end up getting it because they attract other people who are like that and they're able to give to each other. It's not selfish. It's actually the most selfless thing you can do. Taking care of you because people rely on you. Taking care of you because you rely on you. And when you take care of you, you can then take care of other people. It's actually selfish to not take care of yourself. Because when you don't take care of you, then you can't give to the people who need you. Not authentically, not genuinely, not sincerely. When you give yourself permission to stop denying your own suffering, you then give yourself the permission to heal it. And when you heal it, you will be able to be more abundant in this world and to do better and to be better and to have better. And I don't know a single person who doesn't want that, and I'm sure that you do. So if that is you, if you struggle to forgive yourself, if you struggle to accept, if you struggle to acknowledge your pain, number one, you are not alone. And number two, please reach out. Go to evolveventurestech.com. We have so many articles there, so many free resources, paid resources, investments that you make into you. There's so many things that you can do. This world becomes a better place when we all take care of us because we can then give to each other. And that is my gift here to all of you. I take care of me so then I can come here and be here for all of you. And now someone is going to watch this video and they're going to take that step and then they're going to be able to help so many other people as well. You deserve to take care of you. You deserve your pain and suffering to be seen and understood and validated. And that does not make you a bad person. It makes you human.